why I bring that up is because let's just say the bench that's closest to that play, like the head coach is pissed, like he's yelling, like he's waiting for me. And I know he's never going to be happy with my report. So that's why I was mentioning the half court to where I can avoid that and tell the story when I make my foul. So it's kind of like answering.
Pissed and he's waiting for you, then you go get him. Then you initiate it. You know, like we're not concerned about how a coach is going to react. We can't play that card. We can't worry about things like that. We do that too many times. That's partially the built-in fear that officials have of coaches because there's been decades of verbal abuse. So we say things like that, like what you just said to me is a product of that. And I've done it too. We've all done it. Like it still happens to me now where you think about what a coach said to you 2 possessions ago when you know you shouldn't be thinking about it during this play, you know, in real time. But I wouldn't worry about avoiding, you know, if you're going to make a call and a coach is going to question you and you have an opportunity, I would say switch, get over to them. I'm very happy when a coach calls me over after a play. I come jogging because that's an opportunity for me to explain myself and put him inside of my framework. Because this is what I do. I talk about plays. I communicate about plays. He doesn't, or she doesn't. So if we're gonna go one-on-one here, I'm gonna be approachable and be respectful. I'm gonna listen to you, and then it's gonna be my turn to talk, and they're gonna have to listen to me.
That's good. That's so good. Because then now you can say by rule, coach, and explain things that he doesn't even know is in the rule book, right?
Yeah, I would be careful about using the by rule, coach, because most of the time they don't, like, that's not something I would lead with, because sometimes it sounds a little too bookish, like too like ref. We're both ref nerds, but it's a little too ref nerdy. Like, oh, coach, well, by rule, like no one wants to hear that. Coach doesn't want to hear by rule. Now you can end with that after you've given him a great explanation about a block charge play, talking about, you know, the defender had established a legal guarding position and maintained the legal guarding position throughout. So by rule, then we have to call that you know, see, the way I framed it up is a lot more smoother than just that's your initial reaction is, well, coach, by rule, because that's oppositional.
Yeah.
Give him information first, then go back to by rule.
Gotcha. So by rule, kind of towards the end of my presentation to the coach, or just avoid it. You think?
I would say, just don't make that your go-to. People think that's a catchword because you're saying by rule, but you can say way better things that talk about the rule in other words without saying by rule.
Yeah.
Now, this is really good because I know I've been fortunate enough to help you a little bit, but you're also helping me, you know, through this session. We're talking about a lot of things that I'm going to go apply in my games coming up. So
definitely.
Two-way learning, my man.
Yeah, I appreciate the time.